So there only is this, always. That is the ground that you cannot create. This is where you exist. You as a person never made this. You are in this, you are of this. This is your birthright. If somebody said to you, create another this, how would you do it? This. So this is a word I'm using here. You might be more comfortable with reality. Whatever you can see when pointing out instruction is happening, whatever you can see is the thing that always is. And for me, it really becomes clear if you start with your experience. Theoretical is fantastic. I spent many years through theory. But really coming to your experience. And not your experience as a partitioned thing. It's more the fabric of experience, the nature of reality. Whether there's sensations happening, thoughts, emotions, visual perception, sound, notions, subtle energetic movements that you couldn't even say were the body. They're beyond that. Everything that can be pointed out to you, or that you can point out, is happening in this. Can there ever be an experience that is not this? There can be experience without the notion of a separate self. There can be many different experiences. But really the ground is always going to be this. And there is a moving through different realizations and subtle different prejudices. Prejudices is a hard word, but subtle things that you didn't know were happening can be revealed. And I'm seeing at the moment, it's just really clear that there's body, mind, and heart. Often in, awakening of the nature of reality, of realizing what emptiness is pointing to, the word emptiness, the realization of shunyata or emptiness, is very much a realization that involves thought. And it also involves direct seeing. So seeing how things aren't things. The separation is an assumed fabrication. It's how story works. You don't have story without separation appearing. It's not a problem. Separation is not a problem. Separation is the dance of reality. It is the movement. It is the Shakti. Duality. It's absolutely divine purity, and it is absolutely empty. What is it empty of? Any type of existence other than just being an appearance. And it goes so far into that you say, does it ever really appear? And there can be a breaking down of, I don't know how that works. But it does. It's like a dream. Anything can appear in a dream. Anything. But it's never not a dream. Same with the emptiness of appearances. It's never not empty. It's always merely appearance. And that can be seen in a very ordinary way, in a very pointed out, in a very awake, clear, through speech way, just in a conversation. It can be seen in a contemplation on your own that involves your thoughts. And the body realization, that is an appearance too. Body is appearing, different parts. And we can really go deeper with the realization of the nature of reality by embracing the felt experience. And there can be deeper and deeper explorations with that. This appearance, the part that says, I feel, I am. Just an allowing with infinite kindness. Just a seeing. Include the body. Let's do a game of pretend, and let's just forget how it doesn't exist for a moment and just see how it feels. With any practice, there can be this aspect of just allowing kindness, devotion. Let's see this now. And there can be fear that you're going to take a backward step, that you're going to believe in a self-existent reality, a separate thing that is contracted and the source of all pain. But the appearance of a separate self and the appearance of any part that you can point to, whether it be the feeling in your heart or speaking, seeing, all of that is only a source of pain when it's believed to really exist in a way that is not merely appearance. Just a subtle feeling of that it is fixed, dependable, concrete, reliable. Even though it changes, it's still there. And that it's there, is the thing that causes pain. So it's just a loosening up of that to really start to see that it is merely appearance, and the sensations of identity, of being, of presence can be looked at in the same way that we look at the realization of reality, the nature of reality in the intellectual way. It can be looked at it in the same way. And you have to have courage to turn around and look at the body, look at the form, look at the felt experience. And I realized there was an assumption that I shouldn't go back there, I shouldn't look, because that would be somehow making real what wasn't real. But if you just stay with the intellectual understanding of the nature of reality, maybe after a time of deep bliss, of expansiveness, of this is the answer to everything, and it really is the answer to everything, it is the cause of all pain, the believing in a reality that simply does not exist other than appearance. It can become cold, flat, and you've just come off a big opening. You're coming back down, and everyone goes through this. If you do go through the realizations in a progressive sort of way, and it's not always the same flow, it doesn't always start with intellect and then move to body and then be more heart. It can be any flow. It can be all at once. But if they are experienced separately, in saying that, I want to retract that, because I don't believe that they're experienced separately. I think they come together, the three. The intellect does have a felt experience, it does have an energetic experience, it has an emotional component. It has an intuitional component that is beyond concept. So I believe that all the three are happening all at once. One seems to be more in focus than the other sometimes. But if you've experienced, some thing and you're finding it's the realization is not producing the same juice, it's not, there's something dissatisfactory about it, there's something cold, it's flattened, then what has helped here has been including the body. I think that's all. Thank you.